We're going to have Dr. Gupta give us an update on the residency program. And while she's walking up, we do have 4 extra tickets. So if anyone wants to go to the game and hasn't, please talk to Maria and Julia. And then just a reminder, tailgates tomorrow, 9:30 to noon. And it might be raining, so bring some rain gear. We do have tents.
All right, good afternoon. Thank you, everyone. I know we're getting to the end of the day here. I'm Priyanka Gupta. I've been the program director here of our residency. This is my second year in the position, and it's been great. And I'm excited to give you a little bit of an update about what we've been doing with our residents and some of the things we're hoping to do in the year to come. So this is our mission, and it's to train clinically well-rounded urologists who are uniquely poised and motivated to become the next generation of innovators and leaders in the field of urology. And, we really always emphasize leaders, not just in academia here, but leaders in our community, leaders in practice, and leaders in research and development. And so our mission is really 3 pillars, and this is the same as in our department, but we really value all parts of this in our residency education. And so this is our team, and I've had a great year having Dr. Barbolio Romo and Dr. Blair as my associate PDs, who I cannot make this program run without them. And they are in charge of a lot of different parts of the program, which we'll talk about. And then, of course, the other people on this slide as well. So a lot of people are involved in our department, so everyone values education, and we have a number of people who participate in a variety of forms. So we have core educational faculty who are in charge of our rotations. We have people in charge of our fellowships who also participate in making sure that fellows and residents interact well, everyone's sharing in cases. We have a clinical competency committee, so those are the people that decide that you are meeting your milestones and you can move on in your residency. And then we have a program evaluation committee, which consists of residents and faculty who meet quarterly, and we go over issues that are important to the residents and the faculty and make sure we're addressing curriculum issues, issues on the floor, and making changes that are necessary. So these are our residents. I hope you'll meet many of them in the events today and then this evening and this weekend. We have a great group, and they're from all over the country. And I think one of the things that makes this program very strong is that, as you know, we have a large number of faculty, but we provide a lot of mentorship. So every resident here is assigned a faculty mentor. And then this year, we're actually trying something new. One of our residents is piloting a peer mentorship program where we actually are having cross-class mentorship along with faculty. And these communities are going to be meeting a few times this year to provide mentorship in terms of career development, fellowship choices, life coaching. So we're excited to see how that program works. And so these are our clinical sites. Our residents go to a number of places in and around Ann Arbor. And as we expand our footprint, our residents are also going out to these different particularly, I want to highlight St. Joseph Mercy Chelsea Hospital, where a number of our faculty have started practicing, and our chief residents are currently going there, but we're hoping to add additional junior residents at that site too. So this is what our curriculum looks like, and so I'll just kind of briefly put this up here. But I think one of the things is we every year try to really look at our curriculum and say, what can we do better? And one of the things that we're really focusing on for all of our residents is really trying to consolidate their experience. So again, we have a large faculty here, and so it's hard if you're learning lots of different things from a different person every day. And so we're really working on trying to increase more of our mentorship models, making sure residents are getting longitudinal experience both in the clinic and the OR. We also have a lot of elective time that we've added, and so that's time for our residents to explore areas that they are interested in. So maybe it's spending more time in clinic and in fertility, spending time in interventional radiology, urogynecology. We've had residents go out to our West Shore practice in Muskegon to get a sense of what that practice is like. And then one of the electives that, and we'll talk about that in a second too, and then we also have a 6-year track. So this is a track that we were approved for a few years ago where one of our residents will exit between their PGY 3 and 4 year to do 1 year of research. And we have Hannah Glick as our first resident who's going to be doing this. And so we're really excited for her to embark on this program. And then I mentioned electives. So one of the electives we're hoping to start, hopefully this year for our PGY 4s, is a global elective where our residents will have a chance to spend some time abroad. And we're hoping for them to go to Senegal, where I've had a number of colleagues work, and it'll be a 2-week rotation where the residents will hopefully have a chance to spend time at the main hospital, seeing larger surgeries, and spending time out in a rural clinic as well. We have several faculty in Senegal who would work with our residents, and then hopefully in the future U of M faculty will be joining them as well. So our curriculum is very robust. We do a lot of different didactics with our residents. We have grand rounds, lectures, conferences. And then we spent a lot of time also looking at our skills curriculum. So Dr. Blair has really piloted a couple of our cadaver lab and robotic pig labs. So this is Dr. Malaib and Dr. Blair's project where we have a male cadaver lab focused on male GU reconstruction every year for the residents. And then we have a robotic pig lab for our PGY3 residents to kind of prepare them as they enter their 4th and 5th year, where they get a chance to work on doing robotic cases, kind of start to finish, anesthetized pig with one of our faculties. So that's been a really great addition that we brought that lab to University of Michigan. Many of you know that Dr. Wan runs our Tour de Consult, and this has been a great initiative to help our residents kind of track consults, which has led to research, but also we give prizes at the end of the year for number of consults seen, and the residents are paired in teams, so it really is a nice incentive to kind of keep the camaraderie going, because we all know consults can be a grind. So. And then quality improvement, as all programs, we have a robust quality improvement initiative headed by Dr. Blair and Dr. Hajj Musa. And I always say that this program has continued to also improve each year, and we continue to kind of change and adapt to the needs of our residents. So over the last year, they've worked on different QI projects by class that they've been interested in, whether it was looking at how the paging system works, looking at discharge instructions, post-op, so different projects that the residents feel are important to their practice. So research, I think this is an area we're really proud of. We've invested a lot of time into really thinking about our resident research curriculum and resources. So Dr. Clemens is our chair for research, and then Stephanie Dayon-Newton, who I have to highlight, is our biostatistician who works closely with our residents and really has dedicated time for resident projects. And I think this is so key for letting our residents really be productive. And we also have music, which many of you are familiar with. And many of our residents have been able to participate in several statewide projects. So just to kind of show you, they get protected time, we have didactics, they have statistical support, and then we have a resident research day every year where we really kind of highlight and showcase the projects people have been working on. And then as a department, we generously do support resident conference travel to present. So I want to put this up here because this year we had a phenomenal number of residents present at AUA. So this is really just, again, I think a testament to how hard our residents have worked. And these are some pictures from AUA this year. So Dr. Kathy Nam, who's up in the right corner, she won the resident debate. She got first prize for that, which was amazing. And Dr. Zhu, who's on the bottom there, he ran a randomized control trial from one of the urology catalyst funds. So we have a resident catalyst fund for research. And so he did a whole RCT and was able to present that at a plenary at the AUA. And Rebecca, who's there, she won first prize for best poster for her project. So really a great representation for University of Michigan research. And then these are some pictures from our research showcase where our residents get a chance to present. And this year our winner went to the COPMISH conference that was just held and presented their research. So just to kind of show numbers, over the last year we had 29 resident publications, 26 conference abstracts, a chapter, and then 18 teaching presentations. So really our residents have been extremely productive. But we also focus on other things besides research. So wellness, we've done a lot kind of in this area. Our residents participate in community events, so we participate in some recruitment events for the area of Washtenaw County and Ypsilanti. Our residents have also gone to Blue Line Fitness with Dr. Paul Batu in the summer a few times, making sure getting some physical fitness in. And we also do a lot of work with DEI. So Dr. Go, who all of you know well, is in charge of DEI efforts for our department. But there are a few that are specifically really related to the workforce that I think are important to highlight. And the first is Euroversity. So Dr. Christian Black, who's one of our chief residents, this was one of his ideas when he was a medical student here at University of Michigan. And it was really to focus on getting University of Michigan students interested in urology during their M1 year, and then providing them a longitudinal curriculum to help them be successful applicants in urology. We are in our 4th year of the program. We have our first applicant will come through next year. He's taking a gap year. And then we have several students that are in their M1, M2 years right now. So we're very excited about this program. And then the second thing is the Michigan Urology Academy that Dr. Paula Patu and Dr. Salami have really kind of started with Dr. Go. And this is a program for students across the country to engage with our department who either don't have a home program or come from an underrepresented background. We've had a virtual program where we've had up to 100 students participate. And then in the last 2 years, we've actually brought students here in person and again, provided coaching, mentorship opportunities, research opportunities, opportunities to connect with our department and other thought leaders in urology. And then we have a leadership program. This was actually the brainchild of Dr. Kraft, who is our former PD. And so these are lectures we provide to our residents because, again, development is not just about their academic knowledge, but also about their leadership skills as they go out into the community. Simple is the other thing I wanted to highlight. So this is an app for providing feedback. So this is something that several programs around the country are using to provide just-in-time feedback to residents about their operative performance. So again, this is something I think many programs are trying to understand how we can do this better, and we are one of those, and we're trying to see how we can utilize technology to provide better feedback to our residents about their operative performance just in time and help them to really progress. So we've also done a residency retreat. This is kind of a new initiative we started in the last 2 years, and so this is from our most recent retreat, but this past year, we focused on teamwork and talking about ways that we could improve both teamwork as well as recruitment kind of in the virtual era. And so we worked together as a group for a day, and we protected our residents' time to really spend some time on those efforts. I want to congratulate our chiefs. They're actually all at Dr. Claflin's wedding this weekend, which is why you see many of them absent today. But many of them, as you can see, Dr. Deere is going to an SUO fellowship in North Carolina. Dr. Claflin is going to go into practice. Dr. Black is doing an andrology fellowship at Cleveland Clinic, and Dr. Triner is also doing an SUO fellowship at Stanford. So we're really proud of all 4 of them and excited to see what they accomplish. And as many of you know, here Michigan is everywhere. This is may need a little updating, but this is where Michigan is on the map. And so, remember those networks that we were talking about for all our residents. As you move on, you'll always have someone around. So rankings, we always are proud of these. Doximity, we were again ranked number 3 this year. So we've held in residency rankings. It's a bit of a popularity contest, but we'll take it. And I think we have some pictures here about Ann Arbor, but I think one of the things that brings people to this program too is that Ann Arbor and the University of Michigan is a great place to train, and our residents really get a chance to engage in the community, but also the University of Michigan community. We have several departments where you can do research cross-departmental, so biomedical engineering, radiology, and those are the things that make this program also stronger and more attractive. So I end with a few pictures of our residents here. We've had several social events. There's kickball. We had some of our residents who were at the AUA Advocacy Day. We have had some social events with visiting professors and where we've taken our classes out. More kickball and resident pictures. Residents have attended each other's weddings. And we had pickleball recently, so we had a resident pickleball competition, and Dr. Wan provided some huge WWE-style belts that people won. So they're very proud of those. Alan, one of our interns, won that. So if you all have any questions, please let me know. I would just want to thank many of you in the room for your support of our residents and for all the great initiatives we're able to do because of your support and staying connected to this community. Thank you.